purpose of operator strength reduction is to optimize array references. It is an optimization technique which was implemented in the very first optimizing compiler, namely the Fortran compiler from IBM. We will first look at how it is done before SSA form and then focus on how it should be done on SSA form. So, if we have this array reference, we essentially want to translate it to this. Many programmers do this by hand, but it's usually a waste of time since compilers do it much quicker. It can be useful if a really bad compiler is used or optimization is forbidden. I mean compiler optimization, which it can be in some applications. Okay, so how can this really work? Why is this valid code? The problem is that the end pointer is pointing at address which is after the array. But the C standard and C++, they require that the compiler makes sure that that address is valid. So 1 byte per memory segment, such as global variables, writable, or read-only variables, such as which are usually located in the text segment with instructions and strings, and the heap and the stack. There must be 1 byte that is addressable. Then we can use this test. But if we do it in the other way, namely go from the last element to the first, this is invalid C code. Since this P may point to an invalid address if A happens to be the first address at in a certain memory segment. Okay, so we should not do that. But of course the compiler can do this, since it must make sure the code works. And it knows when it will. Okay, another name for operator strength reduction is induction variable elimination. And this is called an induction variable since we can, so to say, predict the value a few iterations ahead. I is an induction variable.